Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rikishi, and welcome back to another episode of Metaphor Refantazio. Last time, a whole bunch of cutscenes and 2 bosses worth. So, yeah, that's all that happened, really. Now this time, let's do some handing in some quests, among other things. So...
Alright. Not finished yet?
Have you brought me a polar stone by any chance? Took some effort. I have all 3, anyway. And my controller disconnected, even though the plug is plugged in. Oh, you found at least one of my stones. Now I can make a doll for my grandchild. You've saved me. No, you saved my grandchild's life. The rumors were true then. You really do have a good heart. Take a little extra with my thanks.
Mission accomplished.
Okay. All 3 of the stones are safely back in my grasp. Words cannot express my gratitude, my boy, but hopefully this reward can. Sumptuous Magla feast and divine elixir. Here, from me, my son, and his wife. We all want you to have this. Wait, I thought the whole reason you had us gather these was because you couldn't tell your family you dropped them. Yes, at first I intended to hide my mistakes, but after I sent you off, I gave it some more thought. The stones are guiding tools for us fisherfolk, that we might find the right path. Could I really pass them to my grandchild under such deception?
I feel fine.
Oh, they were shocked, to be sure, but in the end, all of them, even my grandchild, simply laughed and forgave me. And when I told them about you, they were all moved that you would go so far for a complete stranger.
Thank you, dearie.
It isn't much, but we'll all be supporting your bid for that throne of yours. Seems like we ended up getting a lot out of this. Huh, well. Nice.
It's all right.
Hey, Yufa. Don't worry, the tides will change. We'll arrive in Altabury all the same.
Well...
So, there's something I'd like to ask of you. You see, I'm not quite accustomed to life outside the island yet. So to avoid any blunders on our forthcoming travels, I'd like to learn about the world ahead of time. And so I was wondering if you could tell me more about other towns. Even just a bit would suffice. Sure.
I'm quite grateful.
Thank you very much. Let us talk as we stroll the beach. Talk to Yufa about the busiest, most bustling street in Grim Trad, Sunlumio Street.
Wow. It's nothing like Etria. Incredible. Oh wait, do people in Grand Trad have big families?
I don't think so.
If it's called Sunlumio Street, then all its residents are of the Sunlumio, are they not? On the island, places are named after the people who live there, so... maybe that's not how it works there? I'm sorry, I must come across so strangely.
Yufa?
Brother, I'm learning about the outside world from him. If I remain naive about it, I will only be a burden.
Does living beyond our borders make you anxious, Yufa?
A little. But I shouldn't be, no? This was my own decision.
It's natural to feel anxious about new things.
Precisely, yes. The first time I left the island, I was so nervous my knees shook.
Really? Is that true, brother?
No one steps out into the unknown without some trepidation in their heart. That said, people only fear what they don't know because they don't fully understand themselves. I believe this is your time, sister. You've heard of the trials of Malneva, have you not? It is an island where a peculiar monster lives. Raised in stagnant magla, the monster reflects the anxiety of those who challenge it, and it provides those who overcome it with proof of their victory. I am one such victor, and I gained a great deal from it. I think you could stand to benefit as well, Yufa. You would count your new friends as reliable warriors, correct? Perhaps you might tempt them with the discarded treasures and armaments of our ancestors there. It will challenge you, to be sure, but you'll walk away better for it. Before you leave, consider testing your strength.
But... what if it proves too challenging?
We'll do it together, Yufa.
The weather on the island is unpredictable at best. We won't know how dangerous it will be.
I would never send my precious sister off without regard for her safety. I have some idea of how to handle the weather. Won't you put your faith in your new friend and me? Your focus must be solely on the trial.
I understand. If this proof you speak of will give me the power to step boldly into my future, then I will want for nothing else.
That's the spirit. If you do decide to go, pay me a visit before heading out. I would see you all off safely.
This one's important.
Yes, that's the place. You know, I wouldn't mind visiting if we've the time.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Alrighty then. Just the game wouldn't do that when I'm on another thing. Oh well.
Well, rather mysterious, isn't it? But knowing you'll be at my side, I admit, I do find my courage. A trial awaits. Please, lend me your strength.
Of course.
Hey, hasn't that island been abandoned for quite some time? I hope the Magla isn't too strong. But you'd better be prepared for the worst, okay?
Okay, I found the shop. Give me 10 of you, 9 of you, and 10 of you. And I think that'll about do it. So, the village butcher is right over here. Next is to do gauntlet runner shenanigans,
All right.
Let's go!
as well as anything else that's a daily thing. So, check the pantry.
Hey, mister!
You saved our island, right? Mom says sometimes it's nice to give people things when you want to say thank you, so here, I found it at the well. Okay, I'm gonna go play now. Thanks, Mr. Elda. Bye-bye!
Now then,
Just a moment.
To the land of ceremony.
we might fill a request there.
This is the site of Yufa's trial. I apologize for taking up your time like this, but I simply must take this trial. I must get stronger. You have nothing to be sorry for, love. We're friends. Helping each other is what we do. Whatever it takes, we'll knock this trial out together.
I should very much like to go there.
Very well then. I'm counting on your help, everyone. I had to think about it. Didn't the informant on Virgil Island have someone in front of this place? We can still head there without it, of course.
Yeah, but
Weather seems pretty bad there today. We might hit delay, so maybe we should get our fortune
it's
told.
your call.
I'll have to make camp for tonight, but we'll arrive tomorrow. The question is, can we make it by tomorrow night? Let's go see that merchant.
Time to pop.
Or informant, rather.
All right then. Where to?
Should be
Let's
in
go.
the hearth, right?
Hey there.
Fancy a bit of...
The Land of Ceremony Trail.
Want in on this? Just between us.
Its companions strengthen it, and then it hits you with a barrage of wind magic. Likes to summon friends, and is strengthened, so it probably uses Tarakaja. And hits you with wind. Weak to fire. Best use that to your advantage. There's a bird-like monster called a Leogryph. The closer you are to it, the worse it attacks. And attack it from a distance and avoid using wind. Okay.
Want in on this?
Roadway's path.
Just between us.
Have a skill that repels non-magic attacks. We know fire is effective against them, but no one's been able to defeat him yet. Skill that repels non-magic, so physical attacks. Okay. But still use fire. Mind the cold too. Many monsters use attacks that can freeze you in your tracks. Don't let them give you frostbite. Okay. Is that everything? That's everything.
Say there.
Alright, now we can go to
Let's
the
go.
Gauntlet Runner.
What now?
Not Juna. Yufa.
I see.
Get this unlocked for her.
I'm counting.
Of course.
I've acquired a new ability.
And I'll be right back. Alright, I got everything I wanted set up. So I don't think I'm going to have him have Adeni do his thing, because if I can grind here for a shit ton of Archetype XP, then I want to get my party raring to go. So, yeah, let's go.
Great. Let's move
Okay,
out.
here we go. Don't forget, stay alert till we get there. Up we go to adventure! Yufa's voice is echoing out of the runner phone. There's some sort of altar that's appeared in the lounge. Yufa said something about it possessing divine power, so give it a look. Yufa has arranged an altar in the lounge. Use it to dedicate a heartfelt prayer to another person, which may increase their max MP.
What to pick?
Huh, okay. Check the stove. Oh, there she is. Wait. Didn't that break? Or is she... Did she have spare? Or have spares? Huh. Anyway. Whose handwriting is that? There are notes here about new potential recipes. Okay. Wanna make something? Let's cook! Then cook almighty golden stew. Hey, there it is! Almighty golden stew. Increases attack, defense, hit, / evasion for 3 turns for all allies. Damn!
All good.
Since this is a Virga Island recipe, I'm sure Yufa will teach you. I'll go get her. Oh my god, you look so much better already. Back home, we would most frequently cook things by placing them into stews, alongside plentiful herbs and spices. Eritrea is blessed with a warm climate. Perhaps that is why its people prefer foods that cause them to perspire. Our spices range from sharp to refreshing, and we select them according to the needs of our body at the time. I begin preparing the food alongside Yufa.
May I?
You need only a pinch of that herb for the best results. Add too much and it becomes a most deadly poison, so I urge you to be cautious. Sucks that she's still in the green stockings though, or leggings, or whatever the hell they are. When I prepare a meal, I cast a spell, an incantation infused with my love and affection.
I want to say...
Well, let us cast it together. Noramata Yamao Renshao. Or Renashao. This stew, it smells so fragrant, and its flavor has so many layers.
What this is?
This almighty golden stew is a secret recipe of the Mastari tribe. It's good for your health, so please help yourself to it. Thanks. She is very cute. Okay. And speaking of Yufa, it's time to spend time with her. To get some imagination!
Well, now,
I've been giving some thought to the trial my brother mentioned. I feel as though undertaking it will be the confidence boost I need. I am ready. I've got to take Yufa to the land of ceremony.
but then,
But what shall we do in the meantime?
actually,
Well, would you join me in a bit of meditation? If I face myself through meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination may improve. Passing time in peace and quiet with Yufa sounds nice. What do you think? I'd like to try.
I'm very happy.
Wonderful. Then let us sit before the altar, and I bid our spirits calm. I haven't been able to completely focus, but at least I've lifted my spirits.
What do you think?
How's your first meditation session? First meditation session. Oh, I still can't focus entirely.
However,
That's only because it's your first time. Let's keep practicing. I too have visions whenever I manage to calm my mind through this practice. Such as one time, when I saw my ideal self in the future. However, I also know that the country has dark times ahead, even if we do manage to defeat Louise and bring
I
peace.
too will.
I am not so naive to think everyone in the land will suddenly come together as one. You're pretty calm and rational about it. True, serenity will win the day, and I aspire to be someone who can be counted on to help resolve disputes when they arise. I aspire to practice kindness, one who consoles those on the wrong path, or those who have strayed altogether.
I realize.
I believe that since I too once lost my way, I'll know how to help others in the same circumstance. I know you are the best person for that particular task.
Oh, you.
I feel like it will really come true if you say so. Your words have a mysterious sort of power. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be meditating, and yet I have done nothing but talk. Being with you makes me want to contemplate so many things.
But then,
But I feel like things have become a little clearer for me now. That we are such a lively and animated group is, I'm sure, thanks to you.
Hey,
I think you're just as much to thank for that, Yufa.
I'm very happy.
Thank you for saying so, but I think that with you at the center, it's been so much easier for everyone to bond in such a wonderful way. Being with you has made my path forward feel a little clearer. I'm so glad we found time to talk
The
today.
reason is,
Since we're here, why not meditate for a few minutes more? I feel like my imagination has increased since I was able to come out of my shell and broaden my horizons.
all right.
Damn, that sucks. Continue to meditate with Yufa for a while.
Nira speaking.
This is Nearest. I've got something on the old girl's radar, so we'll be taking a short stop.
As the sunset stretches the gauntlet runner's shadow across the water, they arrive at the prismatic sea. Sailors whisper of an otherworldly view visible in these parts, if you survive the terrors of the deep. Yet somehow, the sailors have never found an unimpeachable source, and the party was about to understand why.
So pretty.
I've never seen so much red in the sky. It's like it's on fire. The setting sun is akin to a streak of crimson ink, bleeding its color into the sky and sea alike. Well, I'll be damned, Stroll. I didn't know you were such a poet. Isn't that surprising, Will? He was raised well. His parents gave him a good upbringing.
Oh, right.
I suppose that's true. Yeah.
Be that as it may.
Our problems feel so trivial when faced with the true sublimity of the natural world. It almost makes you want to scream, doesn't it? Huh? Now you've lost me. I think that one's just you, buddy.
But...
Juna, don't you feel the urge to sing when you see something such as this? Well, I suppose. There are moments when I feel like I just want to express my feelings with a song.
Oh my.
Wait, was this your way of requesting a performance?
A special little number.
Well, then I must oblige, but the sea air isn't great on my vocal cords, so I'll keep it short. Feel newfound wisdom as I enjoy Juna singing amidst the gorgeous view.
Now then.
+4. And wisdom's now at 4. Hell yeah.
Wisdom.
Hello.
Here, I've captured the moment to paper. Quite the evocative piece, if I may say so myself. It's almost as though you can still hear the young miss singing, isn't it? I'll give this to Maria later and tell her about what I saw.
The gauntlet runner arrives at an encampment, and sensing no imminent threats, they breathe a collective sigh of relief. Yet the day draws to an end, and all are left to wonder how to spend the evening hours.
All right then.
Okay, give me that. I
All
wanted
right.
to check.
What now?
Is it in party that I check this? Royal virtues, yes. Awesome. Wisdom is indeed erudite. Hell yeah. Alright, let's go cock. I don't see the brothers. Oh, right, they're still at the thing. The Heliastic Whitefish Platter is what I need to cook. Fully restores HP for all eyes. Not bad.
Let's check.
That's the dish Stroll wanted to make. Wait here, I'll go get him.
Hey,
Well,
is this right?
speaking of, all right then.
Ha! I've been struggling to think of how to deal with the situation in the village, but now that you're here, it all seems much simpler. What the fuck happened to your ears? I'll persuade the people of my village. Once we're through with this trip, why don't we head there? I can feel him, Heismay's determination. Once we're back to town, I'll speak with him again.
Now then.
Well, now that's decided, we can focus on the journey. But
All right.
I'm going to spend this time standing watch and keeping us safe. Care to join me? We might encounter enemies, but a bit waiting patiently for them would raise my tolerance. You may run into monsters, so prepared? I'll be careful. Indeed. Glad to hear it. Been a while since I've done this. When I was on the Shadow Guard, my sharp hearing meant I was usually put on watch duty. At the time, most of my missions were confidential, the kind of thing that never becomes public knowledge. Even now, I can't go into any details.
Well,
But I was desperate to protect something important to me. That's what it was all about.
Really?
Must have been difficult for you.
well,
That was all a long time ago. Now it's just another memory of my youth. Maybe I'm still a desperate man, but my heart feels lighter now than it was then. Perhaps the difference is in having comrades I can trust. I'm glad you can trust us.
yes.
It's all thanks to you. Perhaps if you do succeed, one day, if you do manage to build an ideal country of kindness to all, then I would protect that land with all that I have. I believe we too strive toward the same world. So I'd gladly fight for it. Not in secret, like I did in the Shadow Guard, but as a true official knight. If it really is possible, nothing would make me happier.
So that means...
You want to be a knight commander, eh? Now there's an idea. You, Chief, as knight commander. You'd turn the kingdom on its head. Is it thanks to you that I can speak so freely of such lofty ambitions? Had we never met, I'd never have considered any of this. I believe you have a talent for showing others the light. And I say that as one who fell deep into darkness. That's a rare quality.
It'll be fine.
I'm sure people are drawn to your natural charm too, Heismay. Ha! Hard to imagine, but truly, people of your character are few and far between. I shall rely on you all the more, Captain. I've rather dragged this conversation on, haven't I? It's a good thing all remain quiet out there. Wait, it is quiet no more. An enemy comes. Prepare yourself. This one's out of the ordinary.
Great.
We'll defend our position to the end. Let us take our first steps towards a new dream. Oh shit, actual battle time.
I hope you're prepared. Now accept your fate.
It's just an element, huh?
Tis best used.
You hit their weakness!
Let's go!
Moves, Nice!
That was nothing.
We prevailed somehow and decided to take a breather with Heismay.
Good grief.
Phew, they're off us, and that's just how we wanted. All thanks to the Watchman, eh? The runner was safe, and we learned a valuable lesson in the process. Good experience, all told.
Well then.
You're welcome to come visit again, if you'd like. I sense that my tolerance has increased from patiently sitting guard with Heismay.
All right.
+3.
What's this?
Alright, sweeter than poison. Restores 200 MP and cures poison for an ally. Damn.
Okay, so...
I think that's the dish Juno recommends. Okay, let me go call her.
Got a second?
Alright. Yufa!
Well, now...
I've been giving some thought to the trial my brother mentioned. Feels their undertaking it will be the contract of its... Anyway,
But then, actually...
need more imagination.
Very happy.
I think I hear wolves howling in the distance, but there's no way they could be so near the Gauntlet Runner, could they? Clear away your thoughts, Will.
May I?
During meditation, you must do not but feel yourself where you are, in this time and place, and accept it. No matter what you hear, just listen. Let things be as they are. Abandon yourself to the great flow of everything. I should try to do what Yufa is telling me. Let things be as they are, but how? Breathe deeply. I'm going to try breathing deeply. I feel like I'm gazing down on myself and all that surrounds me from high above the ground. I feel like my imagination has increased since I was able to come out of my shell and broaden my horizons.
All right.
+6.
Farewell.
It seems you've relaxed a little, so let's keep this up a bit longer, shall we? Of course. I continued to meditate with Yufa for a while.
The land of ceremony rises over the water's horizon. The sun blazes down on the island year-round, giving way to scorching heat. Coming here eventually came to have ceremonial significance, as monsters who could survive these conditions boast extraordinary strength. Not even thieves dare to come near this mausoleum. The party rouses their spirits and steps inside.
Behold, the land of ceremony. This is my first time stepping within it.
Now then,
We should make our way towards the inner area, correct? And then he said we should be prepared for a fight. He also said we could have what treasure we find. We probably won't be back, so we should take him up on it.
Alright!
Yeah, this is more than a fair trade, so don't give me that, oh, I must apologize for being such a burden, Lion Yuffie, or Yufa. Huh? How did you read my very thoughts? You read them on your face, love. Bit of an open book. I can see why your brother worries.
Hail!
Not to dip the spirited chat, but we have no idea what lies ahead. Best to stay sharp from here on.
Leave it to us.
Will, lead the way. Just a second, I sensed something.
So, hey,
Yep, one of the relics nearest wants. Alright.
What now?
okay then. Let's go.
Please, take
Not even I know what awaits us in these halls. Everyone, please be careful.
Leave it to me.
Have no fear. We will deliver you safely to your trial. Well... what the
What
party's
now?
looking like. So I've got Magic Seeker on Vel. I'm not going to be taking in Stroll. Hulkenberg is now on Assassin. Heisme I put on Commander. June I'm not bringing in, and Yufa got to Wizard level 3. Because all of the Trans Crystals gave me Hero's Thief of Light, and I also got Wizard up some as well.
This is
So?
the place.
I can feel it. This is where the trail will be held. Are you prepared? Let's go. Ew. What the fuck? This must be what Brother mentioned.
Oh, I see.
Bizarre shape. I see. So the test is to fight through this without being intimidated by it.
Leave it to me.
Nothing we aren't used to. If we pull our talents, there is nothing we cannot accomplish.
Everyone!
Yes, I feel that together with all of you, I can do this. Please, lend me some of your strength.
Of course!
Love. Let's go, everyone. I already had a team assembled. There.
A halfway decent result.
Damn.
Nice. I feel stronger already.
I shall strive to use this power wisely.
Marvelous!
A new
I
ability.
feel stronger already!
Increases critical hit rate when wielder is mortally wounded. Spirit of Adversity.
My power swells forth.
Formation of Vigor moves all allies to the front and increases their attack by 2 ranks for 3 turns. I wonder
I
what
wonder
you...
if what you got earlier could serve as that proof of victory you want. I mean, I'm not seeing anything else you could use.
These bones are aged. Old relics of my fellow countrymen. I wonder how many have fallen here. And what did the trials mean to them? My own deeds merely live in their shadow. Because it was only by chance that I entered my fight.
Your initiative to do this, even by chance, has revealed your true power.
My true power. So you're saying that the path which led me here, all my experiences, it was all a trial? There's a favor I might request of you. For my entire life, I have seen myself as an offering. I thought of nothing except that duty. That's why panic took root in me. But at the same time, if my past had been any different, would I have had the strength to defeat that monster? This trial has shown me I am more than an offering. While it revealed my weakness, so too did it reveal my triumph. Now, my only desire is to seek a deeper faith in myself, so that I can go wherever I have decided to go. But while the outside world is still frightening, I'd like you by my side. I know I have room to grow as far as believing in myself, but my belief in you is already as the tallest oak.
Of course. You needn't even ask.
How happy you make me. Finally, I understand. This power which burns within me. That is the proof of victory I truly needed. Only I can know what I might bring to bear. That must be what my brother wanted me to learn. I've made my decision. I will fight for the good of everyone and everything. For all the world. What's this? A handshake? Wait, I see you're offering me the type of handshake practiced by those in the outside world.
The Oracle Priestess, Yufa. Within her dwells the virtue of the Summoner. Nurture thy bond.
My heart is aflutter. But,
Is something wrong?
Oh, sorry. It's nothing of import. It's just that, for the Mustari, handshakes mean two different things. One meaning is simply trust, which you offer now. And the other meaning is... well... it matters not. That is, please don't let it worry you. My sincerest appreciation.
All right.
Now then, I thank you greatly, and may I suggest we turn toward home?
Very well. Let's return to the entrance.
Back to the Virgo Island Tavern.
I'm quite grateful.
I already said it previously, but I would once again like to reiterate my gratitude for aiding me with my task today. These Mustari trials are quite interesting. I suppose it's not rare to mark the transition into adulthood but facing down a scary foe, but this is on a whole other level. There were so many skeletons about. I suppose many fell there without ever completing the trial. Rather harsh for a rite of passage. Perhaps the island's harsh environment inspired the ritual. They needed warriors hardy enough to withstand the worst of these lands, and made a trial to match. It's a good thing we were able to convince the Magnus brothers to stand the island until our fake lances ready.
Most helpful.
We cannot utterly while away the time, yet more battles await us, so we should ensure that our archetypes are up to the task.
Now then.
Well, suppose we have to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. Oh? I've decided I must put my life on the line. Oh, Hulkenberg. Ah, at the tavern.
Well met.
We have the spear as our sole means of dispatching Louise. 'Tis a precious tool indeed. Now is the time for prudence. We strengthen our arm before the thrust. I've been thinking of my once compatriot, Ro. I still want to believe in him. I can't help but hope that in the heart of his ambition still lies a knight's conviction. I believe I know the way I might see the truth, through a fair and honest duel. I doubt he'd fight fair. I feel like I can see through Ro's plot with my overflowing wisdom!
Perhaps.
You think him capable of such dishonor, but surely... No, you're right. I shouldn't discount it. Perhaps he would resort to underhanded means.
No.
I suppose I simply didn't want to consider it. It is a hard prospect to face, that he would change so drastically. But indeed, it is as you say. I have a higher chance to fight for. I cannot afford to risk my life on a more petty pursuit. You know, I've actually just been asked a favor by an old acquaintance. I should reach out to him.
Say.
I should like to go to him now, if my witness has no objections.
I thank you.
Heartening indeed. Let us hurry to the gallows. I've heard word that Ro is preparing for another execution. Before I arrive, though, I must meet with a certain organization. You go on. Let us meet at the gallows. Huh? I hear the animated voices of those gathered at the gallows.
Listen!
Good citizens, once again it appears some traitors have wormed their way into our midst.
Heed my words!
But fear not, in the name of the Honorable Order of Knights, we shall render judgment upon these 8 pawns of evil who would disturb our peace.
Wait!
Ro, halt!
Whoops.
What now? Have you come to aid in this execution?
No.
We've come to stop you.
Yes.
Indeed, you stand as the guiltiest man here. Never had your sense behind the knighthood's honor again. By my hand, you will stain it no further. Well, isn't this a sight? That a deflecting vagrant would bluster so at the knight commander himself.
No.
Nay, we two were once royal knights both, birds of a feather, and so, Ro, I challenge you to a duel.
As a knight.
And should I win, I will hold this capricious execution. I stake my very life upon it. A duel, eh? You would gamble your life for this? You would be no match for me, besides. Do you then mean to run from my challenge, O Commander of the Honorable Order?
Yeah!
Death to traitors! Glory to the Knight Commander!
Do you see sense?
The people would have your answer. A duel is a sacred battle. As a knight, will you disregard it? Very well. Consider your foolish offer accepted. If you wish so badly to be reminded of the gulf between us, then I shall oblige you. Well, as my witness, where is yours?
Oi!
Nastum! Nactum! I don't know. Sir, you will be my witness. I trust I need not explain.
Well then.
We go to more discreet grounds. This will be a fierce battle indeed, and I do not wish to set the people ill at ease. I shall meet you before the great gate.
Let's move.
Well, to me. We've come to the great gate outside the capital as instructed.
Here.
You chose a place far indeed from any audience. Had you more confidence, we could have settled this for all to see. No dying out there, Hulkenberg.
Now then.
Witnesses present and ready? Now then, let us fight with all honor and fairness. Draw your sword, Ro. Ho ho, that will be quite unnecessary. Nactum! What? I can't move!
Absurd.
Fool, you and the whelp have made quite the names for yourselves. Do you think I'd do the deed right there with the whole town watching? Nactum here was kind enough to bring his specialist igniter, once outlawed. I thought killing you might take some extra measures. Hurts, doesn't it? Like 100 blades in one, slicing through every part of you. End her pain, Nactum.
It was you.
Wait, stop! I told you, Will, do not interfere.
You cur.
Wait against despair. I would endure this pain 1,000-fold. What? How?
Redanth.
I wanted to believe you would accept my challenge in earnest, but now, more than anything, I see I was a fool to have faith in you. Her strike brought him to his knees.
Redanth.
Your skills have dulled, Ro. And that Noctum fellow appears to have absconded. Victory is ours then. As wagered, your farce of an execution shall be stayed. How could this be? An heiress of nepotism, propped up by nothing more than her lineage, has no right to take what I've earned by ability alone.
Stop.
I took nothing from you. It was you alone who soiled, then abandoned your knightly path.
Speak no more.
Stay your tongue. I am nothing like you. You threw your title away. But I have a duty to maintain absolute order in the city while the throne remains unoccupied.
Heed my words.
Do you think it easy to keep the citizens in line? Do you think it's a simple matter? Our snares must succeed for us to eliminate resistance. Not follows an oath of allegiance, not power alone. 'Tis not a convenience of a title, nor a means to burying one's own fears of inferiority. I had hoped you and I might have one last fair duel as peers. But the time for sentiment has passed. Our paths diverged long ago.
Hail!
Enough of this. Take away this fiend, who mistook and abused the crown's power for his own.
All right.
About time he got to step in. Take him away. Aye, sir. Aye, sir!
My word.
Never thought you'd settle this in a duel. Not really a bloke to fight fair, is he? But what you do with him? Ro's been relieved of his duties as Knight Commander. As such, we're taking him into custody. What, did Lady Hulkenberg not tell you? We're Knights of the Shadow Guard.
This time?
Anyhow, you've really helped us out. We've been searching for a chance to catch Ro red-handed overstepping his bounds. I did mention, yes. I had to call upon a certain organization before we set forth. I'd been asked to help expose Ro's wrongdoings. Having departed the knighthood, I was also free of certain limits imposed by the title. Still, you seem pretty reluctant, Lady Hulkenberg. Kept saying you'd convince Ro to step down of his own volition.
I
wanted to believe that within him, a knightly pride yet survived, and now 'tis an outcome most unfortunate.
No.
Regardless, you fought well.
True.
You're right, and I'd not have won without you, so thank you for seeing this through.
Yes.
We've already investigated his home, and I've had all the evidence we need. Seems he was executing certain people who'd gotten on the wrong side of the nobles. And those 8 that were to be hanged today, they were acquitted of all wrongdoing. It's not the Shadow Guard's true purpose to be sure, but hard to overlook something like this. We thank you for your efforts in resolving the matter, Dame Knight.
A true knight.
He addressed me as a knight to a fellow knight. I cannot say if I've lived up to such a title.
Yeah.
I think you certainly have. As always, you helped to dispel my doubts.
I thank you.
Since I parted ways with Ro, I thought I was no longer worthy of the company of friends. But the more I floundered on my own, the more distant any escape seemed, and I lost sight of the path ahead.
My thanks.
But now I've become the woman I once was, thanks to you. Well, I can feel Hulkenberg's deep determination and trust in me.
She, now a new...
Rank 7!
Yes, I am your knight.
The party can now study the Paladin and Dark Knight. 2 for the first price of 1, baby! Ooh. You can now study the Paladin in Academia. You can now study the Dark Knight in Academia.
Now then.
Let us return to the team. I am tired indeed. We have done all we can here. The only thing left to do is wait. The pursuits of the Shadow Guard are classified, of course. I am sorry to ask, but could you keep from mentioning these matters to our friends? Of course. I feel as though I've gotten more support from the knighthood thanks to Hulkenberg's increased trust in me. Don't tell me he's forgotten. Nearest comes to mind. Well, sorry, Nearest, but we're not going to be hanging out with you.
What now?
Instead, I would like to check out Hulkenberg's new toys. Paladin possesses skills to auto-counter physical attacks as well as healing skills, making it a versatile party shield. Holy shit. Oh, this is right up my alley. Holy shit. The Elite Knight archetype possesses skills to auto-counter physical attacks as well as healing skills, making it a versatile party shield. Holy Knight's Proclamation. Guards, drawing enemy attention and taking attacks for all allies for a turn. Certain attacks defy this effect. Knight's Defense increases caster's defense by 3 ranks for 3 turns. Protect Guard raises a barrier that nullifies a slash, pierce, or strike attack for an ally. Counter has a 50% chance of repelling a slash, pierce, or strike damage. This would be so useful. Emergency Aid, weak HP recovery for all allies can only be used from the main menu. Holy Knight's Works recovers a medium amount of HP and removes debuff effects. Revitalize 3, recovers significant MP every turn. That sounds like it would be useful on everyone. Flying Guard Thrust deals extreme physical pierce to an enemy and lowers their defense for 3 turns. Crusader's Hammer deals severe physical light to an enemy, inflicts a one-time weakness to light. Peerless Sanctity deals severe physical light damage to all enemies, decreases their attack, division, and hit/evasion for 3 turns. Damn. And there's also Dark Knight. Damn. An elite knight archetype, it shifts from a defensive approach to an offensive one, with a variety of powerful attacks and counters to magic and status element. Heavy Rush deals medium physical pierce to an enemy. Magic counter has a 50% chance of repelling a magic damage. Mad Rush deals heavy physical pierce to an enemy. Flawless automatically increases wielder's attack, defense, hit/evasion at the start of battle. That is so good. Pierce Boost at long last. Increase pierce attack by 20%. Instant recovery ensures status elements are automatically cured in a turn. And then Thunder Strike Thrust deals medium physical electric to an enemy, lowers their defense for 3 turns. Damn. Dark Knight sounds like it would be insanely useful.
I see. Fast. This, all right?
18,750. Holy shit.
I'm counting.
Of course.
Damn.
I see. I've acquired a new power.
I see. Fasten this right here. Oh,
Here's Thief of Light.
To greater heights.
40%. Nope. So Stroll's already got everything awoken that he can get awoken. Can I? I can. Let's go turn it in.
How you doing?
Otter than how far is
Now, where was...
fascinating. Now, why do that?
I'm astonished you've managed to study so many archetypes. Are you some sort of prodigy? At the very least, you surely won me a new memory returned.
Incredible.
5 Heroes Jeweled Root, which is 15,000 experience.
All right. Everything okay?
Yes,
I was able to remember a few things, thank you, but before that,
please.
seeing as you're here, won't you tell me some stories of your travels? I've been watching over you, but I do so value your perspective. I see. Interesting, though I heard nothing that might reveal this place, which means, I suppose, that the king must have imprisoned me here because... Did you figure something out?
The truth of the matter is...
There's but one place that comes to mind, but if that inkling is right, then too much else becomes inexplicable. If I'm correct in my hunch, it would mean the king deliberately placed me somewhere I know well, somewhere I could easily continue my research.
What?
Why would he want to help your studies? Indeed, that is the question. It would make a mystery of the king's intentions. Why would he intentionally imprison me here? I imagined I was put here to prevent my research, but it was quite the opposite. The king sought to place me where I might develop transformative magic yet further. And by continuing my research, my memories would return. In a way, all my travails may have been by his design. These answers I sought, this place, my identity. In the end, the only path toward them was continuing my pursuits.
This research.
The pieces are coming together. It seems the time to uncover the truth has finally come.
Yeah.
Let's find out together.
Surely.
If I have your support, I can face any truth we ultimately reveal. I shall accept it unflinchingly, with eyes open. Am I a grave sinner who must pay for my offenses, or am I a revolutionary who must change the future?
I'm grateful.
This
Truly.
newfound resolve of mine is also thanks to you. For the utopia I will make reality, I'll battle my past until the end. I can sense Mar's willingness to accept the truth, whatever form it takes, as well as his heartfelt trust towards me.
He now a new
Rank 7!
May the truth guide us both.
The party can now study the Soul Hacker. And Seeker now has 4 move slots. Hell yeah. Ugh.
Listen here.
Now, it's time for your next task. A true test, this one. The thesis project, as it were. I ask you to research an elite archetype. Elite archetypes can only be revealed by having a peerless, unbreakable bond, and then said archetype must be cultivated to its limit. Matters not which one you choose to focus on, so long as you do so until it can improve no longer.
This one's important.
To nurture the strength, I'll need to challenge the Archmage. I need to strengthen an elite archetype to rank 20. Huh. Now, is it, you know, a rank 7 one like Samurai? Or is it, you know, something else? This is a height that none before you reached. The stronger your power, the greater it will impact me.
If all goes according to plan.
Once this research is completed, the path to the ultimate archetype may finally be in sight, and with it, our ultimate answer. Everything lies in your hands, Will. Let us break through the barriers of this trial and see our dream to fruition.
I have faith in you.
I will believe in you to the very end.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
Alright. Soul Hacker. Learns many skills that restore MP when attacks hit, making it very useful for long dungeon runs. Oh. Way better than what the preview was showing. Okay. Void Wave deals heavy magic wind damage to an enemy. Decreases their attack for 3 turns. Holy shit. Seeker's Gale deals heavy magic wind to all enemies. Recovers MP for each hit. Daimahan. Heavy HP recovery for an ally. Adventurer's Curiosity increases critical rate for all allies for 3 turns. Seeker's Flame deals heavy magic fire to all enemies. Recovers MP for each hit. Heat Riser increases attack, defense, and hit/evasion for an ally for 3 turns. And then Emerald Vortex deals extreme magic wind to all enemies, ignores resistances. Soul Blade Rider deals severe physical almighty to an enemy, absorbs MP. Winning a Horse deals severe physical strike to an enemy. Cyclone Slasher deals severe magic wind to an enemy. Requires first ally needing to be a Seeker, Mage, or Healer, and the second ally needs to be a Knight, Healer, or Commander. Damn. Trial of the Seeker deals extreme magic almighty damage to all enemies, recovers MP for each hit. Holy shit. The Soul Hacker learns many skills that restore MP upon hit. Yeah, the Elite Seeker, okay. Making it a useful archetype for long stays in dungeons. Her resistance to dark magic adds to that survivability, but it still is, as always, weak to fire. Not with Fire Dodge. Damn. So, yeah. I'd have to get Samurai, because Samurai is an elite. So, hey, Stroll, buddy old pal. You're level 14. Huh. Huh. I have 5 of these and 6 of these. So, surely, right? I'm gonna save just in case.
What now? What now?
So, Straw. Oh, buddy old pal. Samurai. And then Heroes Jeweled Roots. Oh, Samurai.
A new power to wield.
Regen 3.
Right. I could get used to this.
Sturdy Stance. Halves damage but renders caster unable to dodge. Stroll's mastery has resulted in continued growth. His strength has increased by 4. Nice. Yup.
Unbelievable. You've truly fulfilled your task?
Let's hope I don't regret this.
Your abilities know no bounds. Why, it beggars belief. Incredible. Utterly incredible. Incredible.
Now then.
Imagination. Why, that's...
Wow, he's really gushing this time. Though I'd say you definitely earned it.
It cannot have been an easy journey, full of meetings and partings, trials and joys, all from which you've come to find your own way of life. There must have been many people who have wished, worked, and given themselves for your support. Indeed, you could never have achieved so much alone. I see. If you have come so far, with motes of the people's light in your wake, then perhaps I was wrong, and the world is not lost to hope. A strange revelation, but I confess, I do not resent being proven wrong.
I'd like to believe that.
I'd say it's not a question of believing, but having the power to believe, the power to wish, or more aptly for you, the power of fantasy is itself meaningful. Now then, I'd like to present your next task. But, alas, I have none to give. There is nothing more to be done. With this, you have seen our mutual endeavors through to the end. There are 2 reasons. The first being that my knowledge of archetypes ends here. I have nothing more to teach. You have outpaced me on the path to the ultimate archetype. I believe I have helped you all I can. As for the other reason...
What's wrong? Oh, by the way, did you get that lost memories thing figured out?
Unfortunately, the rest of my memories have not come to me. However, I did arrive at a conclusion of sorts. Why was I confined here? And where in the world is this place? My apologies, but for now, I'll refrain from explaining my conclusion so simply. Could cast a shadow over the archetype's growth. No, more so your own.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you and I met was no coincidence. Everything has been connected from the beginning. If the hypothesis I've reached is correct, my memory will soon return in full, and I will gladly tell you all. Yes. Though there is one memory I know for certain, beyond speculation. The reason why I wrote the fantasy novel. I mentioned once that in my youth, I went on a journey. I met many people in my travels, and it is for their sakes that I wrote my tale, as an ideal I hoped to make true.
In your youth? You don't look that old to me. You're talking like this is all way in the past.
Ah, indeed. I suppose I am. I shared my stories with the people I cared for dearly, that we might dream of the same future, and thus strive toward it. I've no idea what became of them, or how they now live, but I'm glad to have remembered them. Their echoes have given me a new goal, crystal clear. Someday I will leave this place behind and reunite with my companions. I'd like to give you some tangible token of my appreciation as well. If we only ever meet in this mind space, I can't give you so much as a single letter.
When that time comes, let's go on our own journey together.
And so our odyssey would continue, Yes, a wonderful idea. Thank you. When we met, I styled myself as your guide, but in truth, I think you guided me just as much. It seems he'd like to show his appreciation too. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad we met.
The scholar in search of utopia. More. Keeper and heriter of the Seeker's virtues. By the grace of his newfound powers, work to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
Dreams will forever elude our grasp.
Rank 8. Archetype Evangelist. Increase in archetype status bonuses by +3 while channeling it. Holy shit.
I truly look forward to the day where you master the power of all archetypes and become a hero king, a great unifier of heroic spirits. We will meet again.
I'm sure we will. Alright, let's spend some time with Alonso. Are you not in the midst of a tournament right now? Well, nothing about you surprises me anymore, no matter how bizarre. I've been waiting for you. Listen carefully. I'm putting a major new plan into motion. What kind of plan? Great, come with me.
Understand?
I've discovered something interesting. The landowner controls all the trade in the settlements around my village, so his valet often comes through the town.
Apparently...
However, I heard the landowner himself will be present for the next inspection, and that's when I plan to nab him.
What?
Nab him? How? Trust me, he'll behave himself.
Well...
But it would be near impossible to catch him if they come via a busy open street. I'll force them down the forest path, where there will be no witnesses. I spread rumors about humans appearing on village roads for that express purpose. The men guarding him won't be an issue either. I'll lie in wait along the forest path and call out to him.
And then...
And I'd like for you to accompany me there as well.
Yeah.
Of course. It sounds like you'll need me.
Thank you.
I didn't expect you to agree so quickly. Thank you. We will change things. This world of greedy pigs gorging themselves on riches will come to an end.
Seriously?
You think that's possible? A long time ago, my mother brought home a weak sapling she'd found. The tree was practically dying, but it still bore a small fruit, and with it, seeds. My mother planted them and gave away the new saplings to our neighbors. Before long, there was an orchid in one corner of our village, The mere sight of it was breathtaking. My mother refused any credit. She said the tree itself wanted to grow, wanted to bear fruit. That's when I realized, perhaps we all have something we'd like to see come to fruition. Within all of us, there's a seed of virtue wanting to blossom.
It's fine.
That's what I'm bidding on, so make sure you go out and change the world, Will.
Leave it to me.
I'd expect no less from the future king I went all in on.
I implore you.
Made the seed grow into a large tree under which many gather. Hey, we're cultivating the future, eh? I can sense Alonso's resolve deepen, or behind his grin and his high expectations of me. Rank 5!
You're all I have left in this world.
No.
Understand?
I can use my network to arrange which afternoon the inspection occurs. Let me know soon. I'll be waiting.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Huh.
Speaking of which...
Since we've got some time before the fake lance is ready, I let Basilia and Leo, And I can imagine they responded to that with a chummy little nod and a smile. Phew, hardly. So I made something up about how the tide was too unstable to sail on. I mean, what's one more little lie on top of the heap? They bought it, I think.
Most helpful.
Is that so? Well, that works out in our favor. Now we must simply carry on as we normally do, doing all our unusual activities, so as not to arouse their suspicions.
Well then.
I don't have the courage to do this alone. Oh, Yufa. Sadly, we won't be spending time with you today. Instead, there's another character I need to spend time with. Kind of. But first, let's check out our daily stuff. Alright.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. I thought you had managed to grab both the Priestess and the Lance. Suppose you really are something special. Got me thinking, like, for a moment. I wondered if I met you all earlier, then maybe... Yeah, don't mind me. Dill's not totally sound, so he's resting up. I don't want him pushing himself too hard.
Would fulfill a request.
The residents here are having trouble with the bird monster. Juna, you wish to rectify this situation, correct? It's not right that a monster is preventing them from mourning their deceased. Can I enlist your help? Of course, we shall eradicate the fiend, and the departed shall find their repose.
Let's go then, love.
You have my gratitude, everyone.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, so long as you don't dilly-dally, that is. Let's go.
Let's be off.
Then to settle, it would behoove us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road.
What to pick?
Alright, checking entry.
What's this?
And I know for a fact that I haven't made what the guide wanted me to make something. Made everything here. Yeah, finisher noodles, I think. I don't remember getting or finding Lord of the Lake anywhere. Amber stew I need. So, yeah, finisher noodles. Gimme.
Alright.
However... Look! In days gone by,
I honestly think out of all of the mascot-esque characters, I think Heisme is their best, easily. Bygone days.
Alright.
3 + 4 to tolerance. It's the only stat that's not yet level 4.
The Orb-Wise Path, a cave on an uninhabited island east of Virga Island, comes into view. An old Mystari custom says, the deceased can ascend as guardian deities if their remains are fed to the snakes here.
Ugh.
Time passes, lands and peoples change, and the unthinkable becomes sacred tradition. The party arrives with complicated feelings.
I see.
So this is it. The cave that Virgo's Island's inhabitants used for their funeral rites.
Right.
Indeed it is. It's a lot to ask, but will you all help clear this monster out? I really do want to help the Mistari. As I understand it, a monstrous bird is preventing the ceremonies. Indeed, that shall not stand.
Be that as it may.
Still, offering your death to snakes, I try to keep an open mind, but the Mistari stand alone on this one. Yuji funeral is different from Sanctus ones as well, and from what I hear, so do Perpus rites. No two cultures are alike.
I'm going.
Yes, well, right now there's some stupid bird threatening theirs, and I say we send it flying.
This place.
This place looks awfully complex. We'd better make sure we don't get lost. Right.
Yes.
The bird monster should be further in. Let's watch a step.
This place.
I can feel a strong magma coming from this room. It's gotta be this stinky young monster Juna's looking for. You don't have Juna in the party yet. What's your call? Let's get going. Excuse me. Ooh, I love the design.
So...
That must be the monster we're looking for. What chance do the snakes have? This foul beast is disturbing the natural order. What we do so that the dead may rest peacefully. It cannot be permitted to remain.
Go!
That's right. Here we go, everyone. Son of a bitch. Fine. Yufa Heisway.
You think you own this place, huh? You're not raiding this tomb on our watch.
I'll use what I must.
You missed?
I could have probably honestly done this fight with an unscathed bonus if I made it forget.
I'm capable
But
too.
Even I had more to learn.
Does it seem that I've grown stronger? You've gotten stronger again.
Seeker's Gale deals heavy magic wind to all enemies, recovers MP for each hit. Nice.
Great work, Captain. The Islanders will be happy to hear the news. Let's hurry and let them know.
Thank you.
All right.
But first, might I ask you a random question? What does strength truly mean to you?
Strength is to show compassion to others, I suppose.
Well, aren't you considerate? I wouldn't have thought. Well, then you pass. I hereby appoint you to the position of my personal escort. You do know that I have an adoring public all over the continent, yes? I get absolutely swarmed when I go out alone. How honored you must feel. Oh, but I kid. I'm just glad to have you aboard. After all, we're both putting our lives on the line to achieve the same goal, are we not? So let me put it to you again. If there's something I want to save, are you still willing to risk your life for it? I do appreciate you fighting alongside me, and I was deadly serious about the escort thing. So, let's give it our best.
I can sense that Juno's starting to trust me.
The ephemeral songstress, Juna. Within her dwells the virtue of the masked dancer. Nurture thy...
And we finally have Juno unlocked! Rank 1!
I feel like I can rely on you.
Party can now study the Masked Dancer. Nice!
Oh, that reminds me. I did promise to teach you a songstress's secrets. Though I hardly think they're all that impressive. All I do is show everyone the me I want to be. It's the audience who sees that and feels what they do about it that makes me a songstress. It sounds cryptic, I know, but watch close and you'll see what I mean. Right, my good man?
Seems Juno will be dragging me along for the ride. Oh, wonderful.
So, for your first duty as my new escort, shall we head back?
Wait, I'd like to explore a little more.
Thank you.
Thank you all for giving me a hand at the Orboy's path. The people of the island were ecstatic to learn that the snakes can return to their rightful place. If that bird beast found them so palatable, then perhaps these snakes possess a flavor that is worth seeking out?
Oi!
They're funeral snakes, remember? You can't go around imagining how you played every living thing you come across. I have thoughts. But anyway, I think with that, I'll end things here for now. So next time on Metaphor Refantazio, let's hang out with our party members, shall we? I'll see you all then.